Good morning, students. Welcome to online maths class. Myself, Mrs. Neeru Vadva, your online classes maths teacher. Today we continue chapter number 1, integers of your NCR textbook with the topic today as questions based on division of integers. Class, by the end of today's topic, you will be able to solve different questions of integers. Let's have a quick recap of the rule of division. If you are dividing two integers, then think of them as a whole number, divide them. If they are of same sign, then put the answer as positive integer. Suppose we have negative 12 divided by negative 4. Now 12 divided by 4 gives the answer 3. As they both are negative, so answer will be your positive 3. Negative 36 divided by negative 9. 36 divided by 9 is your 4. As they both are negative, so answer will be your positive 4. 42 divided by 7, answer is your 6. That is a simple question, but you can think of like that. Positive 42 divided by positive 7 gives the answer positive 6, as they both are of same sign. But if one of them is of negative and other one is positive, it could be either dividend or the divisor. Then you have to keep the answer as negative. Example, for negative 14 divided by 2 gives the answer negative 7, as negative 14 is there and 2 is a positive integer. 36 divided by negative 9 gives the answer negative 4. Similarly, negative 63 divided by 7 gives the answer negative 9. Now we start with exercise 1.4, question number 1 E part. Previous part you will try by yourself. Now the E part says 13 divided by bracket negative 2 plus 1. In this question we have the bracket. In bracket we have something to solve. So these type of questions are used to solve by rule that is called BODMAS. B stands for bracket, O stands for open, D division, M multiplication, A addition. Then lastly we have the subtraction. So by that rule, negative 2 plus 1 will be solved first of all, which gives the answer negative 1. 13 divided by negative 1, as one of them is negative, so answer will be your negative 13. We have the G part, negative 31 divided by bracket, we have negative 30 plus of negative 1. So we solve first of all the terms inside the bracket. Negative 30 plus of negative 1 gives the answer negative 31. So negative 31 divided by negative 31 gives the answer positive 1. Now if I simplify like this one, so negative 45 divided by 9 plus 7 into 8. So we have negative 45 divided by 9. So that will be solved first of all, gives the answer negative 5. And then we have 7 times 8 gives the answer 56. So by the rule of addition, we have one positive, one negative. So they both will get subtracted to give the answer of the greater one. 56 is the greater one. So answer is your positive 51. Next example we have negative 21 into 7 plus of negative 16 divided by negative 4 minus 5. Now first of all we solve here for the division. So negative 16 divided by negative 4 will give the answer 4. Other terms will remain at their places only. So negative 21 into 7 will get multiplied. So negative 147 plus 4 minus 5. Now by the rule of integers addition and subtraction, first of all we combine the two negative integers, which will give the answer negative 152. Then plus 4 gives the answer finally negative 148. Now question number 2, we have to verify in this question that there is no distributive property of division. The question itself says a divided by b plus c in the bracket is not equal to a divided by b plus a divided by c. So we have to put the value of a as 12, b as negative 4, c as positive 2. We keep it LHS and then RHS. LHS is a divided bracket b plus c. By keeping the value of a as 12, b as negative 4, c as 2 respectively, we get the answer by solving them as 6. In RHS, we a divided by 4 gives the answer negative 3 and a divided by c gives the answer 6. They both will add up to give the answer positive 3. Now 6 is not equal to 3. LHS is not equal to RHS. So this verified that there is no distributive property of division. Question number 6, 4 and 5 question you will question 3, 4 and 5 you will do by yourself as assignment of today. Question number 6 says the temperature at 12 noon was 10 degrees Celsius above zero. If it decreases at the rate of 2 degrees Celsius per hour until midnight, at what time would the temperature be 8 degrees Celsius below zero? If we are not able to understand the statement problem, so reread them again and again. So let's again read the question and we try to understand the question also. The temperature at 12 noon was 10 degrees Celsius above zero. Above zero gives a hint that 10 degree is positive. So the question says that at 12 noon, the temperature of certain place was recorded as positive 10 degrees Celsius. If it decreases at the rate of 2 degrees Celsius per hour until midnight, under some process, the temperature has to be decreased. Now it is not doing the decreased as randomly. It is decreasing at per rate, that is 12 degrees Celsius per hour, and decreasing is going on till midnight, till 12 midnight. So at what time would the temperature be 8 degrees Celsius? In this process, what was the time when the temperature of that place is 8 degrees Celsius below? Now below gives a hint that it is your negative 8 degrees Celsius. Now without doing the calculation, I can do this question by mentally also. That at 12 noon it was 10, at 1 o'clock it will be 8, then 2 o'clock it might be 6, and so on. I can calculate at what time will the temperature be negative 8. I'm in this question, I am doing the subtraction of 2 every time. So repeated subtraction is going on in this question. That gives a hint to me that in this question I have to apply the division operation. Let's start the solution. We have initial means starting. Starting temperature was 10 degrees Celsius. Final temperature recorded as negative 8 degrees Celsius. Change in temperature would be from negative 8 to negative 10, that is negative 8 minus 10. We have negative 18 degrees Celsius. Temperature is changing at the rate of negative 2 degrees Celsius per hour. Now why the negative is there? There is no negative sign above the question because decreasing word is there. To symbolize the decreasing word, I have put the negative sign in front of 2. So the time taken will be get by division. So negative 18 divided by negative 2. By the rule of division, they both are negative. So answer will be your positive 9. Now 12 after the time of 9 hours after 12 noon will be 9 p.m. So at 9 p.m. temperature would be negative 8 degree Celsius. Now question number 6, we have the question. In a class test, positive 3 marks are given for every correct answer and negative 2 marks are given for every incorrect answer and no marks for not attempting any question. Now the first part says Radhika scored 20 marks. If she has 12 correct answers, how many questions has she attempted incorrectly? Now if there is no negative marking said, so if Radhika has done 12 questions correctly, so but the 3 marks are given for every correct answer. So according to that, her marks should be 12 times 3, that is a 36. But her final score is not 36, it is 20. It means there is a loss of 16. 16 marks has been lost. According to question, if I do one question wrong, then I will have to face the loss of 2 marks. So how many questions I had done it wrong if I have the loss of 16? So if I look at the relation in the table of 2, 16 comes. It comes at 8. Yes. So it means Radhika has done 8 questions wrong. That's why her score from 36 reduced to 20. So let's look at the solution. Marks for every correct answer, we have 5. For every incorrect answer, we have negative 2. Marks for every not attempted question, we have the 0. So marks scored by Radhika for 12 correct answers should be 36, but her final score is 20. So what mark she has lost out? Negative 16. And answers, number of incorrect questions she has done will be found by division. So negative 16 divided by negative 2 gives the answer 8. It means Radhika has attempted 8 questions incorrectly. Question number 7. An elevator descends into a mine shaft at the rate of 6 meter per minute. If the descent starts from 10 meter above the ground level, how long will it take to reach negative 350 meter? I have drawn a rough diagram to make it more clear what the question wants to say. Now you can see a rectangular box is there. It is at 10 meter above the ground level. You can see over there ground level. It has to be go down till negative 350 meter. So ground level is taken as like a 0. Now think of the number line. I am standing at 10. I have to reach at negative 350. From 10 to 0, I have to take 10 steps. Then from 0 to negative 350, I have to take 350 steps. So total steps taken by me is equals to 350 plus 10. That is your 360. As I am going downward, so my steps will be recorded as negative 360. That is, distance covered by me will be taken as negative 360. Let's look at the solution, what the solution says. Initial position of elevator is 10 meter, as you can see in the figure. Final position of elevator where it has to reach is your negative 350 meter. Distance covered by elevator, as I explained you, that is from final position minus initial position, that is your negative 350 minus 10 gives the answer negative 360 meter. Now distance covered in 1 minute is equals to negative 6 meter. Again the question comes to my mind, how, why the negative 6 is there? Because you are going downward. It's called descents. So descents word will be symbolized by negative sign. So time taken by, we have to find out, we have to divide by negatives. Negative 360 will be divided by negative 6 to give the answer 60 minutes. Now 60 minutes is same as 1 hour. So it will take 1 hour to reach negative 350 meter. By this we have end of the chapter. Let's have a quick recap of the chapter we have done. Integers. Integers are a bigger collection of numbers which is formed by whole numbers and the negative of them. We have done the rules of multiplication and also of division of integers. If the two integers are of same sign, they are multiplying, the answer will be a positive. If they are dividing, again the answer is your positive. You have to think of them as a whole number. If they are of different sign, the answer will be a negative. If you are doing the multiplication or division, the rule will remain same only. We have done the properties also. We have done the closure, commutative, associative property, which is saying that none of these property followed in division. We have done the additive identity of integer is 0. We have also learned that multiplicative identity of an integer is 1. Now here is an assignment for you. It's a very interesting assignment. You will find out by the what was the original name for the butterfly. Now how will you find out? You have to solve these questions, and for every answer a letter has been indicated. For that letter that letter will be put in the above box. Let's start off. 144 divided by negative 3. Now 144 negative 3 gives the answer negative 48. So last box negative 48 will be covered with the letter Y. Similarly, get the answer and you will be find the answer. What was the original name of the butterfly? By this we end of the chapter. I have attached an assignment along with today's material. Complete it, submit me it on time, and from next class we start the new chapter. Thank you.